bit clumsy. He's a clumsy crimper.
He's got a big mouth.
If you're going to rip off their idea, at least do it, or just build on it. Don't just...
Worse than that was this thing for job papers. Did you see that?
No.
Job, rolling papers. Just used me and Noel's face, just paintings of me and Noel. It's like, the original double
It's trademark your face.
Masters at all.
No, there's a tiny disclaimer.
Maybe there's two people identical to you, and they asked their permission.
No, it was us.
No plans to sue then, no?
No. I mean, what's...
Crimper for the honeymoon.
Yeah, via Facebook, just have it
Give him too much credence.
We thought we might behead him on
people.
stage tonight. We were thinking of
That would be
beheading
nice.
him. We were thinking of chopping his head off with a guillotine and it landing in a big cereal bowl, and then flicking it out of a spoon into the crowd so they could just toss it around like a volleyball. But then we thought, we're not that bothered. It's a yellow man in 3/4 length trousers. Who cares?
Maybe you boys could do a boosh cereal instead of getting back and do your own crimping.
He is very sinister.
It's Nestle, so what do you expect from them? Isn't it Nestle?
No.
It is, isn't it?
He's as sinister as Ronald McDonald, I feel.
Yeah.
Because there's the hamburger man who's got the same head.
Sort of fluffy face.
Yeah.
Trying to patch over the fact that they're an evil corporation.
Looking at all the sort of different recording devices. This has got this, you got that.
Yeah.
You got a phone. Whose is that one?
That's my one.
Oh, right. A bit low-fi.
Yeah.
I've sort of put down this.
James Bond 10. You got this jug of Pimm's, which doesn't get a great sound.
There's some nice strawberry.
Ring has a tiny mic
have a little,
so I could just go around. It's good for
more than
punch
welcome
people's
to dip
face.
in if you like.
I'm alright.
That's
okay.
all right. It's okay. We're looking for
Can
this
you sign
kind
it
of
before you go?
influence, so it's
Just one of my
absolutely
daughter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we
I'll
just
just,
like to ask on crimping, on the subs crimping, any crimping tips for
Well, that was
people
me. Is that
wanting
your
to?
girlfriend?
No, it's my daughter. Steady. Well, calm down.
Out of the corner of my eye. I thought, straightened my hair that day. Oh, it's
She bases herself on you and she's devastated not to come today. But never mind.
Yes, so crimping tips for
Cheers,
would-be crimpers out there.
Get your lips all loosened up, do some proper warm-ups, You
It's
don't
all
wanna
about
get
a warm-up.
You could get a frozen jaw in mid-crimp and that can be quite painful.
It's all about open pit barbecue sauce.
That loose.
Open pit barbecue sauce. Just repeat that phrase until you're there, until you're loose. You know when you're loose, you feel it in your soul. And then you're ready to crimp. Put your cape on, your crimping cape.
You need accessories.
That's how we roll, and bust out the crimp.
Accessories. The other question I was going to ask you, we've got festivals happening now. What's the next stage for you guys? I was thinking maybe theme park. I saw in Morecambe they have a polo ride that goes up and down, and it made me think of you.
Yeah.
What is with the polos?
Would you like
What
to
is-
take on that? Yeah. What is the thing?
What is this? You probably know.
With the polos.
I just don't get it with a big thumb and all that.
There's nothing to get. Don't get
Alright, it's not that deep, is it?
Is the polo a particularly sinister sweet?
No,
It's like the way it looks. I like the polo
Oh,
with
that's
the
good,
eye. Big thumbs.
What
We've
it
always
is
been a
is
big
we-
fan of big thumbs, haven't we?
What it is like when you're
Just sort
making
of
a
kills
show,
one fast,
when
doesn't
you're
it?
writing a show and you're just starting out and you go, we need something to make eyes, so you get these big polos out at the time. So we used them on all our costumes.
Yeah.
So all our costumes had
But it was
polos on
something
them,
that reviewers
just
often
because it was
talked
cheap. And
And
that's
it
how we
looked
did
good, it looked good, and we didn't,
Looked good, yeah.
But then Polo said, it's quite a funny story actually, because we've used them and then people liked it, so we kept using them. And then when we came to the TV show, we said to Polo, do you mind if we used these over? And they went, no, you can't. So we had to turn them all around so you couldn't read Polo.
Oh no.
And then, obviously,
Perhaps you do
4
want
years
it.
later, we started to get well known, and Polo said, oh, it's our 25th anniversary, can we use a picture of the Hitcher with the Polo reside? Because it's our birthday. And we're like, no. You said we couldn't use them though, and now that we're a bit more famous.
No, sorry.
Again,
Did you read the
corporate
enemy article?
companies, damn the corporate companies.
The enemy article a couple of weeks ago said did you read the enemy article a couple of weeks ago and said you had a breakdown or something? What was that all about? Hey?
I was at the breakdown, I didn't need to read about it.
I
I was there when it happened.
That's important.
It wasn't really a breakdown, it was a party that went on too long. I forgot we had a photo shoot. Turned up in a dress with a few people that are actually in this very bar.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is one outside wearing bare feet
It
or
was
something.
fun, but you know what was funny is I've been up to a couple of days partying, and I think Julian still had less sleep than me.
guys,
Julian never
a
sleeps.
very quick question then, because the boosh obviously, as we know now, it's really caught on, it's kind of a cult following. Is it becoming a state of mind, the actual humour in the way, as opposed to just something, you'd watch and people quote The Office and stuff like that, and you have all these kind of things that everyone reflects on. But the boosh seems to be more. And it is kind of, the way that people go off, it's kind of a freedom of speech almost in your style. Would you kind of say, it's kind of organically really kind of, sticking in people's heads. So would you kind of see it as becoming more of a state of mind more than just. Does that make sense?
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it is a vibe.
Not very
you know what I
specific,
mean?
is it? It's a feeling.
It is, but it's just kind of that, you
The
know,
feeling you get when you
yeah.
win a competition.
So like get a 5 metre badge in swimming or something
You
like
could try and
that.
put some things, you know, you might try and put like, you know, some words next to each other and say that's a bit booshy, but we're very specific about what we allow in the show and what we don't, even though it sounds random and stupid.
Is there rules and regulations?
There is
fascism.
it's quite
It's
heavy,
fascism.
Just certain types of weirdness.
A bit like Hitler and Stalin. No!
Is this the
Don't
first
say
stepping
mango.
stone?
People go, hey, ooh, umbrellas, figs.
So it's going to be
Nah, that's
booshism
not
at
funny.
some point then, is it? Is that what you're
Booshism, yeah.
bringing the booshism?
That's what the big
You're
red and black flags are all
At some
about.
point we're all going to be going off and losing the plot.
Big red and
and
black flags.
Yeah.
Well, I do think the way forward is the theme park. You know, I am putting Morecambe forward there.
Well,
It has
Edmonds
got
the
that
last one,
awful ride already.
Was he?
But we're not that. We're
Oh,
not
Dingley Dell, yeah.
that egotistical. We don't mind. We do our thing. We don't. If people get into it, we're quite chuffed, really. We're not sort of like, you must stop. This is funny.
That's what
Comedy
that's not now
Nazis.
anyway, is it?
Going around forcing people to enjoy
We're
themselves.
always really sort of quite shocked. Well, like when we come to places like this,
Thank you
everyone's
much for
dressed
coming
as
in.
a British character. We're
See you later,
always
mate.
just,
Cheers.
Absolutely
Thank you. Julian, thanks, man.
flabbergasted. Because I can never really get my head around writing in a room with him and then filming it and then coming to the festival. People dressed as your characters. It's like,
All right, cool. I'll catch up.
it doesn't make sense.
It's a bit
when
unreal,
it's happening
isn't
to you. I can understand it as a fan. Like, I'm a massive Rolling Stones fan, and when I go to see the Stones and stuff, it's like a church. It's like religion. I'm like, I love it. Yeah, and when Mick Jagger comes out, it's just like, you know. But when it's actually your show and people are sort of dressed as you and they love what you do, you can't really take it in. You just have to sort of not ignore it, but you have to sort of pretend it's not happening, because otherwise it would probably just make your head a little bit strange.
Run out somehow.
It's too much. It's too overwhelming.
Or have a breakdown, as I said in a meeting.
Start wearing dresses and getting drunk.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Thank
Cheers,
you very
Randolph.
much.
Cheers.
Great. Nice to meet you.
That's alright. Cool. See you all
Cheers,
later.
cheers, mate.
Nice one.
Stick
Thanks
around.
very much. Yeah, we'll be around definitely, mate. Thank you very much.
And then you had the mighty boosh.
Now, have you got everybody done?
I've got everyone else.
Thank you for your time and sorting it out.